What's up, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics? Your favorite fishing buddy is back with another detailed forecast to help you absolutely smash it out on the water. Today, we're diving deep into the conditions for Australia on Thursday, December 19th, 2025. And let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be truly special. We've got classic Aussie summer vibes, but with a few unique twists that could either make or break your trip. I promise you, what we've uncovered might just change your entire approach to hitting the water this summer. So grab your favorite brew, settle in, and let's unlock the secrets to a memorable fishing trip. All right, my friends, let's talk tactics for the species that are going to be biting with some serious gusto. First up, the mighty Yellowtail Kingfish. These oceanic powerhouses absolutely thrive in our warmer summer waters, and December is prime time for them. You'll find them turning up off the coast in huge numbers and even venturing into our river systems like Sydney Harbour. Where to seek them? Focus on areas with strong current and structure, friends. Think main harbour points, offshore reefs, and even large submerged structures. Why there? Because the warm water temperatures, averaging around 22 to 25 degrees Celsius in coastal areas, kick their metabolism into high gear, making them aggressive hunters for baitfish. What to use? For kingfish, you'll want to be armed with medium to heavy spinning or bait casting gear. Live baits like squid, slimy mackerel, or yakas are absolute killers. If you're a lure enthusiast like me, then stick baits, poppers, and metal jigs worked. With a fast, erratic retrieve will often provoke an explosive strike. Remember, they are looking for a meal, so make your presentation mimic a frantic baitfish. Next, let's turn our attention to the fast and furious Bonito. These torpedoes of the sea are also highly active during December, when water temperatures hover around the 20 degrees Celsius mark. Where to find them? Bonito love to chase bait schools in open water, often close to shore, or around offshore reefs. Keep an eye out for diving birds or surface commotion. That's usually a sure sign of Bonito feeding below. Why there? These guys are opportunistic predators, and the warmer water draws in their food source. What to use? Light to medium spinning gear is perfect for Bonito. Small metal slugs or chrome slices worked with a fast retrieve are incredibly effective. These fish are all about speed, so match your retrieve to their energy. And for some table fish that are always a pleasure to catch, let's talk about King George whiting. These tasty critters absolutely love the warmer summer waters, making December an excellent time to target them. Where to look? You'll find them active in shallower areas, especially over clean sandbanks, lush seagrass beds, and along the edges of estuaries and sheltered beaches. They particularly love a bit of structure near sandy patches. Why these spots? The warmer, shallower water provides both comfort and an abundance of small crustaceans and worms they feed on. What to use? A light estuary outfit, perhaps a 9 to 10 foot beach rod for surf whiting with a 2 to 4 kilogram line. For bait, fresh prawns, small yabies, or worms fished on a running sinker rig are always a winner. For lures, small soft plastics that mimic baitfish or crustaceans, and shallow diving hard-body lures cast close to structure will get their attention. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of why these tactics will work by breaking down the conditions for Thursday, December 19th, 2025 across Australia. First, the weather. Temperatures across many key fishing regions will be hot, friends. Expect highs from the low 30s to even nearing 40 degrees Celsius in Western Sydney. While the mornings will be pleasant, that midday sun will be intense, so plan accordingly. Atmospheric pressure is looking stable due to high-pressure systems moving across the continent. Stable pressure is generally a good sign for fishing, often encouraging fish to feed consistently. Wind will generally be light, around 2 to 4 miles per hour, which is fantastic for boat control and casting accuracy. As for precipitation, it's looking mostly dry, with only 0 to 0.3 millimeters possible in some areas. However, there is a chance of localized thunderstorms spreading into southeastern Australia later in the day, so keep an eye on the sky. How do these conditions affect the fish? The heat means fish will be highly active in the mornings and late afternoons, possibly retreating to deeper, cooler water or shade during the peak of the day. The stable pressure, combined with light winds, should mean a more predictable bite. Moving on to water temperature, my friends. In coastal waters, like around Sydney, we're looking at a very pleasant average of 22 degrees Celsius, while in areas like Melbourne, it's around 19 degrees Celsius. This warm water is a huge factor. It kicks the fish's metabolism into high gear, encouraging them to feed aggressively, especially our summer predators like kingfish and bonito. It also brings many active species into shallower, more accessible areas. As for a bit of lunar wisdom, on the 19th of December 2025, we will be under a waning crescent moon, very close to a new moon, with only about 0.3 to 0.6% illumination. In fishing lore, a waning crescent can sometimes be considered a slower period during the brightest parts of the day. However, my friends, in my experience, strong local conditions like favorable weather and warm water temperatures often override the lunar factor. While the moon phase might suggest fish are a little more cautious, the overwhelmingly fantastic conditions should compensate significantly. Focus your efforts around moonrise and moonset for potentially increased activity, but don't let the moon phase deter you from getting out there. Considering all these factors, my friends, the general activity of fish in Australia on December 19th looks good to excellent. But with a few caveats, the warm water and air temperatures will keep metabolism high, ensuring our summer predators are on the hunt. The stable pressure and light winds are a big plus. The overall forecast is for a good day on the water, but with some strategic fishing needed to combat the midday heat and capitalize on the low light bites around the waning crescent moon. So, aim for early mornings and late afternoons, my friends, and you will be golden. You can also expect these conditions to make fish a little shyer due to increased summer fishing pressure, so presenting natural baits or lures stealthily will be key. So there you have it, my dedicated anglers. The full breakdown for fishing in Australia on Thursday, December 19th, 2025. I wish you all nothing but tight lines and screaming reels. May your drags sing and your coolers be full. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, subscribe to the channel for more expert tips, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for hitting the water this week? What's your favorite summer species to target in Australia? Share your thoughts and observations. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, stay safe and happy fishing.